Yes, välkomna till en inspelning med en stor legend som vi har framför oss. Jag tror att ni känner igen han. Om ni inte gör det så är det en av våra största spelare som spelat i Milan i backlinjen. Han kommer att få presentera sig själv här nu med 5 snabba frågor. Intervjun kommer att vara på engelska. Och jag vill först och främst be om ursäkt att min engelska kanske inte är toppform, men jag ska försöka hålla mig så bra jag kan. Welcome, Filippo, to this interview with us in Milanista Sverige. It's Milanista Sweden, and I will say welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm very proud to be here with you in connection from Italy to Sweden.
Yes,
Great.
That's good. We're going to start with 5 questions about you and what you like. So just the first question is the obvious one. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Filippo Galli. Galli is my surname. And I'm 59 years old. I was born in 1963 in Monza, which is very close to Milan. Now we have the first team of Monza in the Serie A.
Yeah, I know. You have Berlusconi and
and Galliani.
Galliani. Yeah.
Manager.
I know that.
The managers.
Yes. Yes. The next question is, this question is a very quick question. So you have been in Milan and you have been in Watford in Premier League. So which atmosphere do you like more?
Unfortunately, not in Premier League, in Championship.
Nah, Championship.
At the time, back 21 years ago.
Yeah. So which atmosphere do you like more? San Siro's atmosphere in Milano or Watford's atmosphere?
Well, San Siro it's my life. It's been my life. I always supported AC Milan. So to me, playing for AC Milan was like a dream come true. So San Siro is something unforgettable as atmosphere. But of course, because I also love the English football, when I managed to go to England and play when I was 38, so almost at the end of my career, was really a very stunning experience, because I experienced football on the pitch, and then because we used to play on Saturday and Tuesday night, so I used to go to watch the Premier League games on Sunday. So it was really fantastic. London is unbelievable according to the football, no? To the football atmosphere, to the clubs and the supporters.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm going to ask you a question. I know it's going to be very difficult to answer this question, but I want to answer and Maldini or Baresi?
I'll try my best. Well, to be honest, very difficult not to make a choice. But at the end of the day, I a little bit a preference to Franco, because I always follow him. Even when I was a supporter, I used to go to San Siro and watch him on the pitch. So when I was on his side, playing football was another dream come true. So Baresi just a little bit more. I prefer a bit more than Maldini, but of course it's really difficult to choose. No.
Yeah. My next question is: who is the toughest or the best player you have meet in the pitch?
Well, the best player I played against was for sure Maradona, who came to the Italian football, to the Italian Championship in 1983 after the World Cup played in Spain. And well, I think that most of the biggest player or the best player came to Italy at that time. So Maradona was here, Zico was here, Platini, Rummenigge, Socrates, Daniel Bertoni from Argentina, from Brazil, from Elkier from Denmark. So it's really very, very tough to go on the pitch and face such a very, very good players.
Don't forget Strömberg in Atalanta.
Oh yeah, sure. Strong. Sorry, yeah. Great. Yes, unbelievable strong. I met him many times. Fantastic man, also not only a player, as a player. Yes, you're right.
The next question about the five question I have here, it's pasta or pizza?
Both, to be honest, both. I love pasta, I love pizza. Well, maybe pizza. Okay, pizza and the Coke.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we're going to go in more of the interview here. I want to know, what do you do today? I know you're house work, or are you working in Parma? How is it?
I work in Parma till last October. I spent there one season and a few months, and then my job finished in October, at the beginning of October. And after AC Milan, I worked for the Italian Federation for 2 seasons. I left AC Milan in 2018. Then I worked for the Italian Federation, and from 2000 to 2021, okay, I work. I was involved in the Parma methodological area, so I worked for them, and until last October. And now I'm working on my personal blog about football. Unfortunately, it's only in Italian so far. So it's filippogalli.com. Is in Italian, and we have written about the World Cup so far, but we are gonna talk and write about AC Milan, about the Italian Championship, and also about methodology, which is my favorite subject.
Okay, that's good to know. And when I go back many years now, you have played in Milan from 82 to 96, if I'm not wrong.
You're right. October 96.
October 96. So can you tell us about the time in AC Milan? Very short. How was it? How was it to come to Milanello, to go to San Siro, to play with the big players
when you are in Milan for when you play for Milan for such a long time, Milanello and San Siro are both your home. Of course, Milanello is the training ground, and you spend most of the time there preparing matches, very important matches, not only for the Italian Championship, but at the time we played also for the Champions League and all the international commitments. So Milanello, it's really unbelievable. I think it's still one of the best training ground here in Italy. Of course, AC Milan developed the center through the years, and so it's still very sorry, my phone.
No problem.
And so to me, AC Milan was my dream come true, as I told you before. And I was really lucky. And I reached the AC Milan when I was a teenager. When I was, to be honest, quite late compared to my teammates, because I reached AC Milan when I was almost 17. So I played for 2 seasons in the under 19 team, and then I went on loan for 1 year in Pescara, and I was lucky because we won the championship. So AC Milan wanted me back soon. So I started to play in 1983, the first season. And as you told me before, I left in November 1996 after 14th season. At the beginning of the 14th season, I moved to Reggiana, and then I played for some other clubs.
As I said. Then I want to go more into deep. You have won 6 titles, Italian titles, if I'm not wrong.
Five. Okay, 5 Italian titles, yes.
And 3 Champions League. Is it correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Just I want to confirm it. Can you tell us about the best Italian? Who was the funniest or the most difficult Italian title you have won? Then when you go to the Champions League later.
Well, the one I really remember as the not the most difficult, but surely the best because of the style of play we display on the pitch was the first one with Arrigo Sacchi as a coach, as a manager, because we really display an unbelievable football, effective football, but also an entertaining football. So people were really happy to come and watch us at the stadium in San Siro. So we have beaten at that time such another big club like Napoli, and Maradona was with them. Maradona, Giordano were really up front. They were very, very, very strong. Careca, the Brazilian, was with them. So was really an unbelievable run to win the championship at that time.
Milan fan, and I have taken from him to be a Milan fan, and he said to me at the time about 88 to 94 was the time Milan was the biggest and the best team. And you know all the players,
everything was in the right place because the property with Berlusconi who took over the club, the right coach Sacchi and then Capello, the right players for the best players probably, especially with not only the Italians that I think were really the core of the team, but then also the Dutches, Bastian, Gullit, and then Rijkaard.
Yeah. And we go back to the Champions League. Milan have 7 Champions titles, and you have 3 of this. And my first Champions League match I remember was in '94 when we beat Barcelona in Athens. But you have played 2 others. Which of these matches was the greatest for you?
Well, of course, in Athens against Barcelona, I played in the first 11 for the first time. And so to me, it was the most important, I would say. But since I always supported AC Milan, so I was a supporter of AC Milan, when we play in Barcelona against Steaua Bucharest from Romania, Romania was really unbelievable because no one from Romania came to watch the game. So all the stadium was full of Italian from Rossoneri supporters. So it was really thrilling. To me, it was an unbelievable experience. I only played 15 minutes more or less, but was a fantastic experience, unbelievable. And then in Vienna when we beat the Benfica with the goal scored by Rijkaard. So, but these 3 Champions League were when you win a championship is always a fantastic experience.
That's great. I hope Milan do win Champions League this year, but it's difficult.
It's gonna be difficult, but never say never. Never say never. No. It's gonna be difficult. Milan is still building up the team, but last year we won the Italian championship after many years without winning anything, and so that's good. That's good. Let's see.
Yes, we're gonna go to the team today later. I would just want to know about your career personally. We're gonna go. You have many coaches like you said, Capello or Sacchi or many more. Who of these coaches have
one of my first coaches was Sweden. Was Nils Lidholm. Was a legend. Is still a legend here in Milan because he played for many years for AC Milan, and then also he was a big coach. for us.
He won the first title with Roma, I think.
Yeah, and then
he come to.
I don't remember if we won first with Roma, or if we won the first with Milan, because then he won for the 10th title for AC Milan, so it means the star, no, on the chest.
On the chest,
and then probably he moved to Roma, and he won again. I think it was after AC Milan. I'm not sure.
I think it's like this too. So, I'm young. I'm not so young, but I'm 36 years. So
you are really young.
The day Berlusconi bought Milan, the 20th of February '86. That was the day I was born.
Okay, so my son was born in 1987. So you will be my son.
Yes. I just want to know, you have played like players like Van Basten, Gullit, don't mention them, Maldini or Baresi. Boban. Yeah. So I know that my favorite player of all time is Savicevic. So
Dejan Savicevic is unbelievable. Fantastic
so
player.
I want to know about the player you have played in the 90s and the player who's playing today. Not the quality, because it's different, but why have they done to become that good? The players don't do it today. If I take a training or attitude or health, or what have they done?
It's very difficult question to answer. I don't know. I think that we were professional in the same way they are professional today. Of course, today you are more exposed. No, I mean with the social. You are on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever. So it's not easy to hide. I mean, something that can create you problems. So that's why probably sometimes happens that the players seems that are not so professional. But to be honest, I don't think that the difference was is so big. At the time, we used to train with Saki, especially twice a week, twice a day, twice a week. It was not usual for Italian teams. Now nobody works for twice in a day, but probably now the attention is more focused individually on each players. So especially in the first team, of course, and so maybe that a player stay at the training ground for a longer time, because he needs to work on his own with his specific fitness coach, and so. Now the technology has really improved. The way to coach the players is really improved. Even if I'm sure that the best way to train a football player is to let him play football. I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
You don't need to be strong, big, like a fighter. You need to be clever. You need to understand time, space, and that's football. First of all,
if we talk the time that you play, I don't know how many players in Milan, but I know I'm from the Balkan, from Yugoslavia. I know my dad told me all the players in Yugoslavia, they smoke two packets Marlboro a day, but they concentrate on football.
But for example, in my by the way, in my blog, we just wrote about the Yugoslavia of the 90s, of the Italia 90, because team was unbelievable, full of skillful players, and they didn't win. They are the national team that didn't win any World Cup, but they made the history of football. So because all the players were really skillful, there were really the talented players. You remember not only Savicevic, Stojkovic, Prosinecki, all that players. So it was unbelievable, and even the coaches, no. Fantastic. Lucky you.
We're gonna go to the Milan today, and I have just 2-3 questions left. I don't want to take your time so much. If you go to Milan today, what do you think about Milan 2022-23? Do you think we're gonna win the league again?
Allora, first of all, let's go back to last season. So we have to congratulate with the Milan for the unbelievable run they had. We had, I can say, because really was fantastic, and they deserve to win, not only for the results but also for the style of play they display on the pitch. Great compliments to Pioli and to all the players. And about this season, well, we are AC Milan is 8 points away from Napoli. Napoli is doing well. Is a good team with a good coach. But let's see. It's really important to understand in which shape the teams will be back from this World Cup break.
World Cup,
So let's see. I think in less than a month or more or less in a month we will understand better.
I know Napoli has Juventus and Inter about the 2 first matches in the league.
They have a more difficult table now. But Milan goes and play to Salerno. It won't be easy. No matches are easy here in Italy, and so let's see.
If we take the Champions League, this first time in 10 years we are in
the 8th final.
So what do you think about the match with Tottenham in February?
Tottenham is going to be a tough match, a tough game with 2 legs. So but Tottenham is a team full of quality players, of skillful player, with a coach that is very good in exploit all these players, to get the best from his players. So it's going to be really tough. But I think Milan has the qualities to go through. It won't be easy, of course. Won't be easy. But let's hope. Let's hope.
And I have just 2 questions more. If I say 3 Swedish player, can you just say 1 word from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Jesper Blomqvist? I know you have played with, and the 3 players who has played.
Well, Blomqvist, Zlatan, and
Grenoli.
The Grenoli. I've never seen them play, but I only heard about them and I read a lot about them because I'm a Milan supporter. Blomqvist, I only watch him here, and Zlatan. He changed a lot of teams, and now I'm very happy that he's with the AC Milan, because he can really give us something, a plus, I would say, even if he's not playing. But I'm sure that in Milanello is supporting the teammates in order to allow them to give the best, because I think he's very good in motivating the teammates.
My son would just want to say hi to you, and he's
Hello,
a big Milan
hi.
fan.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. What's
Yes.
your name?
What's your name? Murat.
Murat.
And he
Murat.
we want to change it to Maldini. So
it takes time.
he's a big Milan fan. And the last question I have for you, it's a question who is difficult to talk about right now. I know for you and for me.
I didn't hear.
Yes.
Sorry. What's your last question?
To talk about our Mr. or coach who we have in 2-3 years, and I think you're a friend of you, Sinisa Mihailovic. Can you say something about some words for me?
Unfortunately, it was a sad news last a few days ago, 2 days ago.
Friday,
it's unbelievable. It was a fighter. He was a fantastic man, strong, very open, very direct man. So that's what we really like of him. So I met him when he was in AC Milan as a manager, as a coach of the first team, and I was the director of the academy. So we were in touch. It was really fantastic with us, and he also, I think, if I'm not wrong, he was the one who played Donnarumma for the first time.
Donnarumma the first time, that's great.
We had a good relation, we have to pray for him and for his family.
That's true. Rest in peace, Sinisa. It was all a question I have. I want to just thank you because you have to take the time to
You're more
this
than
interview.
Welcome. You're more than welcome, and I hope to speak to you later on, maybe after the Tottenham 2 legs of AC Milan. Okay?
That's great to know. Jag vill tacka alla som lyssnar på den här, och vi tackar Filippo Galli som då var med på den här intervjun. And have a good night and Forza Milan.
And you, ciao, sempre Forza Milan. Ciao, Murat. Hello, everybody.
Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao.
Ciao.